அம்பளம் இங்கே இருக்கும். ஒர்க்கிங் இல்லை. மௌனவ்யாக்யா பிரகடித பரப்ரம்ம தத்துவம். ஓகே. மௌனவ்யாக்யா பிரகடித பரப்ரம்ம தத்துவம் யுவானம் வரிசிஷ்டாந்தே வசத் ऋषिगणैः आवृतं ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दरूपमूर्तिं स्वात्मा रामं मुदितवदनं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे वटविटपि समीपे भूमिभागे निषण्णं सकलमुनिजनानां ज्ञानदातारमाराद त्रिभुवनगुरुमीशं दक्षिणामूर्तिदेवं जननमरणदुःखच्छेददक्षं नमामि। चित्रं बडतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्या गुरुर्युवा गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानं शिष्यास्तु छिन्नसंशयाः निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ഓം നമഃ പ്രണവാർത്ഥായ ശുദ്ധജ്ഞാനൈകമൂർത്തയേ നിർമ്മലായ പ്രശാന്തായ ദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ നമഃ. ഈശ്വരോ ഗുരുരാത്മേതി മൂർത്തിഭേദവിഭാഗിനേ വ്യോമവത് വ്യാപ്തദേഹായ ദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ നമഃ. വിശ്വം ദർപ്പണദൃശ്യമാനനഗരീ തുല്യം നിജാന്തർഗതം പശ്യന്നാത്മനി മായയാ ബഹിരിവോർഭൂതം യഥാ നിദ്രയാ യസ്സാക്ഷാത് കുരുതേ പ്രബോധസമയേ സ്വാത്മാനമേവാദ്വയം തസ്മൈ ശ്രീഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമ. ഇദം ശ്രീദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. ബീജസ്യാന്തരിവാങ്കുരോ ജഗതിദം പ്രാങ്നിർവികൽപം പുനഃ മായാകൽപിതദേശകാലകലനാ വൈചിത്ര്യചിത്രീകൃതം മായാവീവ വിജൃംഭയത്യഭിമഹാ യോഗീവയ സ്വേച്ഛയാ തസ്മൈ ശ്രീഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമ. ഇദം ശ്രീദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. യസ്യൈവ സ്ഫുരണം സദാത്മകമസത് കൽപ്പാർത്ഥകം ഭാസത്തെ സാക്ഷാത് തത്വമസീതി വേദവചസാ യോ ബോധയത്യാശ്രിതാൻ യത്സാക്ഷാത്കരണാത് ഭവേന്ന പുനരാവൃത്യർഭവംഭോനിധോ തസ്മൈ ശ്രീഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമ. ഇദം ശ്രീദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. നാനാച്ഛിദ്രഘടോദരസ്ഥിതമഹാ ദീപപ്രഭാഭാസ്വരം ജ്ഞാനം യസ്യ തു ചക്ഷുരാധികരണദ്വാരാ ബഹിസ്പന്ദതേ ജാനാമീതി തമേവ ഭാന്തമനുഭാത്യേതസ്സമസ്തം ജഗത് തസ്മൈ ശ്രീഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമ. ഇദം ശ്രീദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. ദേഹം പ്രാണമപീന്ദ്രിയാണ്യപി ചലാം ബുദ്ധിം ച ശൂന്യം വിദുഃ സ്ത്രീബാലാന്ധജഡോപമാസ്ത്വഹമിതി ഭ്രാന്താഭൃശം വാദിനഃ മായാശക്തിവിലാസകൽപ്പിതമഃ വ്യാമോഹസംഹാരിണേ തസ്മൈ ശ്രീഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമ. ഇദം ശ്രീദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. ബാല്യാദിഷ്വപി ജാഗ്രതാദിഷു തഥാ അത് വിട്ടച്ചാ രാഹുഗ്രസ്തദിവാകരേന്ദുസദൃശഃ മായാസമാച്ഛാദനാത് സന്മാത്രകരണോപസംഹരണതോ യോ ഭൂസുഷുപ്തപുമാൻ പ്രാഗസ്വാപ്സമിതി പ്രബോധസമയേ യപ്രത്യഭിജ്ഞായതേ തസ്മൈ ശ്രീഗുരുമൂർത്തയേ നമ. ഇദം ശ്രീദക്ഷിണാമൂർത്തയേ. ബാല്യാദിഷ്വപി ജാഗ്രതാദിഷു തഥാ സർവാവസ്ഥാസ്വപി व्यावृत्तास्वनुवर्तमानमहमित्यन्तःस्फुरन्दं सदा स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजतां यो मुद्रया भद्रया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया स्वस्वामि सम्बन्धतः शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राद्यात्मना भेदतः स्वप्ने जाग्रति वा य एष पुरुषः मायापरिभ्रामितः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये भूरम्भास्य नलो निलोम्बरमहर् नाथो हिमांशुः पुमान् इत्याभाति चराचरात्मकमिदम् यस्यैव मूर्त्यष्टकम् नान्यत् किंचन विद्यते विमृशताम् यस्मात् परस्मात् विभो तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नम इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये सर्वात्मत्वमिति स्फुटीकृतमिदम् यस्मादमुष्मिंस्तवे तेनास्य श्रवणात्तदर्थमननात् ध्यानाच्च संकीर्तनात् सर्वात्मत्वमहाविभूतिसहितम् स्यादीश्वरत्वं स्वतः सिद्धेत्तत्पुनरष्टधा परिणतम् च ऐश्वर्यमव्याहतम् Everything is given there. All teaching is there. Beautiful. So we were on the 26th verse, right? So Gaudapadacharya is quoting Shastra to prove the non-creation of Jiva and Jagat. So this is called Ajatavadaha. So logically he proved. Now he is quoting Shastra. So in the 26th verse he quoted Neti Neti, 26. Oh, that we have to do, right? Yeah. Sayesha Neti Neti Ti Vyakhyatam Nihnute Yataha Sarvamagrahya Bhavena Hedunajam Prakashate Sayesha Neti Neti Ti Vyakhyatam Nihnute Yataha Sarvamagrahya Bhavena. Another quote from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Here the Upanishad introduces the whole creation as Murta Amurta Prapanchaha. That in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Murta Prapancha means tangible, solid universe, gross, concrete universe. Murta Prapancha means. Then Amurta Prapancha means non-tangible, abstract universe. Like all forms of energy, electricity, etc., thoughts and emotions, these are all not tangible. Whatever you experience, whether concrete, solid, or subtle, they are not real. Na iti murtaha, na iti amurtaha. That is a statement in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Neti murtaha, neti amurtaha. So, na iti murtaha, na iti amurtaha. Whatever you experience is not Atma. Kenopanishad also, netam yatitam upasate. That statement is also there. Even the experience of samadhi is not real Atma. Samadhi and sleep, it is the same. Agrahya bhavena hetuna Neti Sayesha Neti Neti Iti Vyakhyatam Nihnute Yataha Sarvam Agrahya Bhavena Hetuna. Atma is never experienceable. It is not an experience happen at a time. It is I, the experiencer. I experience ever the self as self-evident consciousness. It is not experienced as an event in time, but experienced as I, the subject. Now you have to reflect upon it. So this is all the time with us. That which is ever present in you, all the time. Waking, dream and deep sleep, all the time with you. Without whose presence you cannot even lift your finger. This fact is to be appreciated. There is no creator for Jivatma. Then what is this creation that we see? It is a misconception. So, agrahya bhavena hetuna, Atma is never experienceable. It is not an experience happen at a time. Niknute, all the objects are negated. When all the objects are negated, what remains? If you say nothing, then it's a problem. What? Then we ask, how do you know there is nothing?
Who is saying there is nothing?
Yeah. You are able to talk about nothingness because there is a conscious principle to illumine the nothingness. Like you come to the hall and say, nobody is here. Anyway, you are there, no? The witness of nothingness is the Atma, the I. That is where all Shunyavadins get into trouble. Therefore, he says, Ajam Prakashate, that Atma Tattvam shines. But now Shunyavadins also come out with another book now. They say, no, we didn't mean it is Shunyam. We mean it is not perceivable.
Light of the void.
Eh?
They call it the light of the void.
Light of the void. Okay. Light. Then again there will be a problem. Light. What kind of light? Jyotisham apita jyoti. See, they have to take the Shastra. They don't want to accept Shastra. That is why the problem. They have to find coin words, which again get into trouble. See, not Jyoti. What kind of Jyoti it is? Smokeless fire. Something. They have to come up with something. Therefore, he says, Ajam prakashate, that Atma Tattvam shines. So when we say prakashate, there is a difference. It is not light, like a sunlight or moonlight or Vidyut Shakti or fire. It is beyond that, he says. Jyotisham apita jyotihi. Tatra suryo bhadine chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kutoyam agnihi tameva bhantam anubhadi sarvam tasya bhasa. Means shine here means awareness. You become conscious of that which is experienced without a thought. Now think about it. Is called ever experienced consciousness. I used to give this example, Gurudev gave this example, that when you get up from your bed, before waking up, okay, once you wake up, the I thought comes and then, so many issues comes. But before you really wake up, you sit in the bed, slowly the consciousness comes to you. Isn't it? Slowly dawns. You become aware, I am. That experience. Next time when you get up, you see. But you always get up with alarm, right? And immediately, it is today Tuesday, I have to do that, I have to do this. Wait. 2 seconds, wait. And absorb that experience. Experience also I cannot say, it is awareness. Slowly awareness comes to you, I am. That one. So it is not a thought. Thought has not come yet. So Gurudev used to say the last thought, thoughted. He used to make fun of that. Last thought thottattu. That is called Swayam Prakasha Chaitanyam Prakashate. Always shine as I or aham iti. That's called Ekatma Pratyasaram. Sarvada agrahya. Sarvam agrahya. So sarvada agrahya. So incomprehensible by all senses. So all known facts to know the truth is negated. All the senses. That's why Kathopanishad Paranchikani Vedarnas Swayambhu Param Pashyati Na Antaratma. Kathopanishad talks about that. That all the senses are made by the Creator to go out. Na Antaratma. It is not created. It is a manufacturer's defect. It is not created to know yourself. So that is a point. Continuing. Sato hi mayaya janma yujyate natu tattvataha tattvato jayate yasya jatam tasya hi jayate sato hi mayaya janma yujyate natu tattvataha tattvato jayate yasya jatam tasya hi jayate. Now from verse 24 to 26, Gaudapada established the fact that the world is unreal, is established by scriptural analysis. And he gave samples of Upanishads, mantras 24, 3 mantras, 25th 2 mantras, and 26th 1 mantra. That is Neti Neti. So total 6 mantras he gave example. Now in these verses from 27th to 30th, even logical analysis will take you to the same conclusion. You can never logically prove a creation. If you say creation is born and then we ask what is the cause of creation, in effect cannot be without a cause. Once you enter into cosmology, you cannot logically prove a cause for creation. Now, a little analysis so far what we did, so that you will know. The Upanishad describe the features of Brahman, and when we study the different features of Brahman, we come across a logical problem which we saw in the last class. 2 features of Brahman contradict each other. One, that it is nirvikaram, not subject to modification. Number 1. It is beyond time and space. It is eternal and all-pervading. This all religion accept that. Even though it didn't accept that. Now second problem is, the same Upanishad describe Brahman as Jagat Karanam. And the very word Karanam brings into our mind modification. Whether it is nimitta karanam or upadana karanam. Karanam means cause. The cause, karanam, has to undergo change to become karyam, effect. Therefore, the word karanam, the cause, means savikaram. Savikaram means subject to modification. So, nirvikaram and savikaram. This is a contradiction in the Upanishads. That is why Upanishads should be heard from a Sampradaya. You read a translation looking at the dictionary, you will get into trouble. How do you reconcile this? The only way for reconciliation is one must be Satyam and another must be Mithya. Opposite attributes coexist if they belong to different orders of reality. Your shadow and you can coexist because both are different level of reality. And once we accept one is Satyam and the other is Mithya, then the next question is, which one should be Satyam? Shadow is Satyam or you are Satyam? Gaudapadacharya firmly says, Savikaranatvam of Brahman alone can be taken as Mithya, not Nirvikaram Brahman. Which means the Karanam status of Brahman is Mithya. And once we conclude the Karanam status is Mithya, then the world created because of Mithya Karanam status, the world is also Mithya. If a brahmachari in the waking state become a father in his dream, what kind of a child will he have? Satyam child or Mithya child? Mithya only. He gave several quotations from the Upanishads to prove this point. 24, 25, 26. Karanatvam is Mithya and therefore Savikaratvam is Mithya. Therefore Karyam is Mithya and therefore the world is also Mithya. Mithya Shabdam you know, right? What is that? Apparent. Apparent means what?
You cannot dismiss it as being unreal and you cannot accept it as real.
That has to be very clear. Don't say it is unreal. Then you will be into trouble. That is that's why the problem, we always get into trouble. Because the moment you say it is unreal, then you have to account for it, because you are seeing it. You can say a dream is unreal only after waking up. Same way, the world is unreal, you can say only when you wake up to your Prabodha Samaye. That's why Bhagavan Shankaracharya said, Prabodha Samaye, Swatmaname Vaspudam, Tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye Namaidam. So, Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam Nija Antargatam Pashyanna Atmani Mayaya Behihi Iva. See, it's very beautiful. So, like in this dream, you see dream inside you, your mind, but it looks as though it is outside. The same way, this prapancha also, it is within you, but it looks as though outside because of what? Yatha nidraya, he said in the example also. Like nidra means what? Avivekakari nidra. Nidra is where you make mistakes. Nidra means darkness. Darkness you make mistake. The same way here also avivekakari maya. So when it comes to Ishvara, it is maya. When it comes to you, it is nidra. So this is the difference. Now he says, if the world is real, then the Upanishad cannot negate. Having given Shruti support, now Gaudapadacharya gives the logical support from 27, 28, 29 and 30th. 4 verses to prove Jagat Mithyatvam. Now 27th we read already. So Satahi Mayaya Eva Janma Bhavati. Sataha means from Brahman is possible only in one way. That is Mayaya. Seemingly, apparently, natu tattvataha, not real creation. Then in the second line, Gaudapadacharya says, for argument's sake, let us assume a creation really originates out of Brahman. Then, what will be the consequence? If the world is really a karyam, means effect, then Brahman becomes a real karanam, the cause. Okay, so what? If Brahman is a real cause, then Brahman gets modification. Brahman is subject to modification like a seed. Seed undergo changes to become a plant, isn't it? Seedling. If mother is the cause, savikaram, so too Brahman also will become savikaram. If Brahman has modification, then the modification is sixfold. Asti jayate vardhate viparinamate apakshiyate vinashyati iti. Sixfold modification will be there. If Brahman has Shat Vikarams, then one of the Vikaram is Janma. That means Brahman is subject to birth, Karyam. If Brahman itself is Karyam, then you need its Karanam. That Karanam also become Karyam from another standpoint. So Karya Karana Sambandha is also interchangeable, isn't it? So seed is the cause, tree is the effect. Then that tree becomes seed again. So that becomes the cause. So cause-effect relationship. And you are the effect with reference to your parents. Now you become the cause with reference to your children, isn't it? So it is interchangeable. So therefore, Brahman becomes subject to birth. If Brahman is also subject to birth and death, Brahman also becomes a samsari. If you want Brahman to be beyond birth and death, understand Brahman cannot be a Karanam. Or you can give Karanam status but only say Mithya Karanam. Apparent cause. Therefore he says, Tattvato Jayate Yasya. If Brahman really produces the creation, that itself becomes Jatam, Karyam, effect. Therefore it is illogical to say Brahman is Karanam. Got the logic? Okay, 28. Asato Mayaya Janma Tattvato Naiva Yujyate Vandhya Putro Na Tattvena Mayaya Vapi Jayate. तो मायया जन्म ततो नैव युज्यते वन्ध्या पुत्रो न तत्त्वेन. You're laughing at the example, right? In the previous verse, Gaudapadacharya said, Sat Brahma cannot produce a real universe. And if at all Sat Brahma produces a universe, it can only be an unreal universe. This is the conclusion of the previous verse. Now in this verse he says, from an asat vastu, a non-existent cause, neither real creation can originate, nor unreal creation can originate. A non-existent cause. This is talking about Shunyavadis. From Sat Brahma, real creation cannot come, but unreal creation can come. You see the problem? Non-existent vastu. Vastu also you cannot say. Non-existent means what? It's not a vastu. From non-existent thing, it's not a thing also. Yeah, from non-existence, nothing can come. An existent creation cannot come. Now, an existent Brahman, real creation cannot come. If at all a creation come, it can be mithya. Asataha, from an unreal thing, this is to negate Shunyavadins. They say that the world did not come from Brahman, but world came from Shunyam. What they mean is Maya. Shunyam for them. I mean, if Vedanta is understood, we can explain it away. So there is a avyakta word is also used in Vedanta. So that is Moola Vidya. Moola Vidya is Moola Maya, original Maya. Maya is also called Avyakta. Now that word they used as Shunyam. I don't know Buddha meant that way. But the followers have. He didn't say anything, yeah. That was a problem, nah? He should have said something. Lot of misunderstanding could have been avoided. So they say the world did not come from Brahman, but world came from Shunyam. That Buddhist philosophy of Shunyavada is negated here. Therefore he says, from asat, not a non-existent cause, janma naiva yujyate. The origination of creation is never possible. Mayaya va tattvatava. An unreal creation also cannot originate. A real creation also cannot originate from asat, from non-existent cause. How he gives an example. Vandhya putraha means a son of a woman who is a barren woman. A son of a barren woman can neither be born really or apparently. Therefore, whether you tell the cause is Sat or Asat, real creation is not possible. From Sat Brahman, nor it is possible from Asat Brahman. Asat Vastu, whatever it is. So, whether Sat or Asat, a real creation is not possible. Either you say a real creation has not come, or you say an apparent creation has come. That is called Ajati Vadaha. A real creation has not come, but how do you account the creation? The creation has come apparently. 29th verse. Yatha swapne dvayabhasam spandate mayaya manaha tatha jagrat dvayabhasam spandate mayaya manaha yatha swapne dvayabhasam Now Gaudavadacharya says, logical analysis confirm that the world that we perceive, that world has to be unreal only, mithya only. Now the question is, how can I accept this solid world as unreal? Logic is very nice. And Shruti also very nice. But it is very difficult for me to accept that this world is unreal. Because it appears to me is very real. Because the world is clearly visible, and number one, world is very clearly visible. Number two, the world is tangible. I can touch and feel. Number three, and this world is useful. Number four, the world gives me a lot of problem, which also is very, very real. How can a visible, tangible, useful, problematic world be unreal? It is not intellectually solvable. Solvable. Even great philosophers says this. Now, how do you answer that? Gaudavacharya's answer is very good. Just because the world is tangible, experienceable, usable, and the world gives you problem due to these reasons, you cannot conclude that this world is real. Because an unreal world also can be tangible, visible, useful, and can give you problem. Because tangibility does not prove reality, nor experienceability does not prove reality. Because the unreal dream also is tangible. In dream, the unreal dream world is transferable, clearly experienceable. It is useful and it gives you sukham and dukkham also. And that is why we pray to the Lord to avoid bad dreams. Just because it gives you problem, it doesn't have to be real. Therefore, this world is tangible, but still it is unreal, like a dream. The unreal dream world appears to be real in dream state. Dream world is unreal upon waking, so too the waker's world is unreal once you go to dream. Dream hunger cannot be appeased with the waker's food. Sometimes you take a 7-course meal and in the dream you feel hungry. Therefore, Jagrat Prapancha is also mithya because it is real only at a particular state. Swapna Prapancha also is mithya as it is real only at a particular state. Both are unreal when the state is reshuffled. And when you go to Sushupti, both of them are unreal. Therefore, Gaudavadacharya says, Swapne, in Swapnavastha, Manaha dvayabhasam spandate. Mind perceives a seeming duality, because of it Maya Shakti. See? That's why he analyzed Swapna first chapter, Swapna. In Swapna what happens is, dream, you yourself divide into two, Dvaitam, isn't it? You are the world and you are the seer, both, isn't it? Experiencer. And you create yourself another body there, Swapna Shariram, to experience the Swapna world, isn't it? And what is it? All of them are what? Nothing but you, your mind. That exactly the case with waking also. Experiencer, experience the world and you, there is no difference. It is one and the same. We can't accept that, right? So, understanding the duality is apparent. Dvaita mithyatva nischaya eva advaita prapti. Dvaita mithyatva nischaya eva advaita prapti. This mithyatvam is the one to be understood. If you understand it is mithya, then the whole world become a free entertainment place. Otherwise it is a problem. Like you watch a movie, you know it is not real, it is all camera, what you call photography tricks. Once you start enjoying, then you start, what a wonderful way they have, technology has grown. That is what you see. You don't sympathize with the character and all that. You're doing a good job, that's what it is. And the hero or heroine dies also. It's not real death. It's a mithya. So, modern time, there's beautiful examples. Shankaracharya's time, those examples. Gaudavadacharya's time, that example was not there. Understanding the duality is apparent is the gain of non-duality. Okay. Continuing. Advayam chadvayabhasam manaha swapnena samshayaha. Advayam chadvayabhasam Tatha jagranna samshayah.
तथा जागरन्न संशयः अद्वयं च द्वयाभासं मनस्वप्नेन संशयः अद्वयं च द्वयाभासं तथा जागरन्न संशयः.
Now here, Gaudapadacharya conclude his discussion. Advayam manaha eva. The non-dual mind alone appears as duality in dream. Okay. In dream there is only one mind. But every object you see in dream is nothing but a thought. Mind itself makes a seeming division in Supna. Not that the mind is really converted into dream tiger, dream road, etc. If mind really gets converted to dream objects, then what will happen? Then you won't be able to get up from dream. The mind has gone. When you wake up, the entire dream world disappears because mind has undergone a seeming change only. Even mountains are shaken off. Means mountain is a thought in the mind. Advayam manaha eva. The non-dual mind alone appears as dvayabhasam, seeming duality in Supna, in dream. Na samshayaha, no doubt. So too, Advayam eva, non-dual Brahman alone, tatha jagrat, in the waking state also, dvaya bhasam, seeming duality is seen. Brahman appears as this world and object, including my body and your body. And that Brahman I am. So what is your desire? Every desire is stemming from I want to experience non-duality. Gurudev used to give an example. How do you express your love? मुझे प्यार हो गया है, हिंदी लाइन, हिंदी movie line. Then when you meet that person, he says, I love you. But when they say in Hindi also, in English also, because they are not sure they have expressed. But that itself is not enough for him to express his love. And that love comes only when he embraces. In embrace, what happens is duality is gone. Only in non-dual situation there is real love. Even our simple expression, this non-duality is seen. Advaitam. Gurudev's examples are beautiful examples. Just as on waking up, one can say, I alone was the sky, air, fire, water, and earth in the dream. So too, a jnani can say, I alone is this objective world projected by my mind. I alone appear means the Turiya Atma Aham na samshayaha. There is no doubt at all. Now with this verse, Gaudapadacharya concludes the fourth topic also. First topic is Yuktya Jivasrishti Nishedha. Second topic is Yuktya Jagat Srishti Nishedha. Third one, Shrutya Jivasrishti Nishedha. Fourth, Yuktya Jivasrishti Nishedha, third one. Then Shrutya Jivasrishti, Jagat Srishti Nishedha. If we take all the four topics together, then we can say there is neither Jiva Srishti nor Jagat Srishti. Means no Srishti, means no Karyam at all. Therefore, Brahman is not a Karanam. Karya Karana Vilakshanam Brahman is called Advaitam Brahma, which was mentioned in the first chapter, Agama Prakarana, Mantra 7. Advaitam Nanta Pratnyam Nabhayat Pratnyam Nobhayata Pratnyam Pratnyanaganam Shantam Shivam Advaitam Manyante Sa Atma Savitneyaha, which was mentioned in the first chapter. With this, the Advaita Siddhi is over. Now Gaudapadacharya enters into the next important topic. Now what is that? 31st. Oh, he has already proved Advaita. What is there to say anything? Now it is an important topic actually. Mano drishyamidam dvaitam Yat kinchit sacharacharam Manaso hyamani bhavaha Dvaitam naivopalabhyate. Now he wants to point out that all the samsara problems, because of Dvaita Darshanam, ignoring Advaita, the truth. I get frightened in the dream seeing duality, forgetting the Adhishthanam, the waker. Therefore, all the Upanishads uniformly declare Dvaita Darshanam is samsara karanam. Advaita Darshanam is moksha karanam. This we see in our life. In the waking state, Dvaita Darshanam is there, and there we are subject to Kama, Krodha, Lopa, Moha, Mada, Matsaryaha, till you get to sleep. Sushupti, no Dvaita Darshanam, therefore no samsara. He experiences Advaitam. This is called Anvaya Vyatireka Nyaya. Dvaita Darshanam is there, problem. Dvaita Darshanam is not there, problem gone. Therefore, problem is in Dvaita Darshanam. And Upanishad clearly says, Dvitiyadhe bhayam bhavati. And the next thing we see when we diagnose like this, the Dvaita Darshanam is very much there when the mind is active. Jagrat and Sapna, the mind is active. In Sushupti, the mind is resolved, there is no Dvaitam or Samsara. Wherever there is mind, there is problem. When the mind is resolved, there is no problem. Manayeva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. Therefore, for moksha, you have to tackle your own mind. You don't require mastery over the world. One mastery which gives you moksha is manaha, mano nigraha. Now that topic is dealt with from 31 to 39 verses, which he says amani bhavaha or manonashaha. So the 30th verse, Gaudamadacharya concludes the central teaching of the 3rd chapter, Advaita Prakaranam, that the non-dual Brahman alone is there, and this Brahman was, is and will be non-dual. And if at all there is a duality, it will be only Mithya Nama Rupa, and it is not Satyam. So Dvaitam is not Satyam, Advaitam alone is Satyam. This he established by negating the creation. Now from the 31st verse onwards, Gaudamadacharya wants to talk about the cause of samsara and its remedy. It's a very important topic because that is where we are. Missing the Advaitam which is Satyam and taking the Mithya Advaitam as Satyam is the cause of samsara. This all Upanishads repeatedly declared. Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati. Wherever there is Dvaita darshanam, there is samsara, because raga will come, dvesha will come, pravritti and nivritti. Lifelong we will be engaging in adjusting raga, dvesha, pravritti and nivritti. Acquiring sanjita karma, prarabdha karma and agami karmas. Put us permanently in samsara. As long as space-time limitation is there, mortality cannot be avoided. Therefore, there is a constant sense of insecurity. This insecurity is called samsara. Whatever be the definition of samsara, the root cause is Dvaita Darshanam. When I go to sleep, there is no perception of duality and I don't experience samsara. And by this Anvaya and Vyatireka Nyaya, I can conclude Yatra Yatra Dvaita Darshanam Tatra Tatra Samsaraha. Yatra Yatra Dvaita Darshana Abhavaha Tatra Tatra Na Samsaraha. We have now diagnosed the problem. Then Gaudamadacharya probes into something more and says that this Dvaita Darshanam happens only when the mind is active. Jagrat and Sopna, the mind is active and therefore perception of duality. In Sushupti, the mind is resolved and hence there is no Dvaita Darshanam. Yatra yatra manaha tatra tatra Dvaita Darshanam. Yatra yatra Dvaita Darshana abhavaha tatra tatra manaha abhavaha. Therefore, the root cause is mind. Therefore, the mind is the culprit. Whatever that is perceived by the mind, living or inert thing in this world is projected by mind alone. By introducing Dvaita Prapancha, the mind is giving me samsara. Therefore, we should tackle the mind. So, Gaudapadacharya says in the second line of 31st verse, Manasaha Amani Bhavaha. Manasaha hi Amani Bhavaha. When the mind becomes a non-mind or dissolved or destroyed, Mano Nashaha, one will not have duality. Mano Nashe Sati Dvaitam Naiva Upalabhyate. There will never be samsara. Therefore, the goal is Mano Nashaha or Amani Bhavava is the goal. Now the question is, how do you bring about the destruction of the mind? Mano Nashaha. He will tell you.
Dementia state.
No, but they have a mind of their own, right? So it's not complete Manonasha as a Vedanta.
So we should look for dementia, for moksha.
All Alzheimer's patients sleep. Forget it.
But they don't know I am Brahman. They cannot say Aham Brahmasmi, see. That is the problem. Now, what is this Mano Nasha? Let us see one more word, otherwise you will be in suspense, right? Atmasatyanubodhena na sankalpayate yada amanastam tada yati grahya bhave tadagraham. Mano Nashaha is not a physical destruction of the mind. You cannot destroy also. But it has got a philosophical meaning. The Vedantic meaning of Mano Nashaha is understanding that the mind is mithya, apparent. Other than Atma, every anatmas are mithya. And among infinite anatmas, the mind also come under anatma. This mind has no reality of its own and therefore mithya. This understanding is called mithyatva nischaya. It can also set falsification of the mind. There is no substance called mind separate from Atma. This mithyatva nischaya is figuratively called the destruction of the mind. Like the Vedantic destruction of clay and pot. In normal sense, when we want to destroy a pot, take a stick and break the pot. But in Vedantic sense, destruction of the pot has totally a different meaning. Here you don't take a stick and destroy, but keeping the pot in front of you, But with sheer knowledge, you destroy the pot. It is called jnana nashaha, destruction of pot by knowledge. Means understanding that there is no substance called pot. Because the pot is nothing but name and form which depend upon clay. What is there is only clay. Pot is a shape. This negation of pot as a substance and reducing it into name and form is called jnanena nashaha. After this wisdom, I can say clay was, is, and will be. This removal of the substantiality of the pot and reducing the pot into non-substantial nama-rupa is figuratively called the destruction of the pot. Similarly, in Vedanta, you can destroy the entire world by sheer knowledge, by knowing that there is no substance called universe. There is only one substance called Atma. Science has coming closer now. With their quantum theory and all that, they are coming closer. But they don't want to accept Vedanta, that's a problem. Finally they will accept, some scientists will accept. The non-substantial nama-rupa is this world. This understanding is called destruction of the world. Within this world is this mind. And when you reduce the world into non-substantial nama-rupa, mind is also included. And when you understand that mind is not a substance, it is only a non-substantial nama-rupa, this is called mano-nashaha. When you destroy the pot by knowledge, you continue to use the pot. Isn't it? So too, wise men perceive the world and say there is no substance called the world. So a jnani continued to use the mind, but he knows mind has no substance. This figurative destruction of mind is called mano-nashaha. This has to be understood very clearly, otherwise we will have a lot of misunderstanding. Many people think that a jnani has physically destroyed the mind. Mind need not be destroyed in the literal sense of the term. Mind should not be destroyed. In fact, mind cannot be destroyed. Mind need not be destroyed. If mind is physically destroyed, all Mukta Purushas will be without a mind. They are all mindless people. Then such a person will be like a rock, no emotion or compassion, love or sympathy. How do you communicate with him? How will he show his virtues? Like Adveshta Sarvabhutanam Maitrak Karunayevacha Nirmamo Ninahankaraha Samadukka Sukachami. All these things, how will he know? How will he write commentary? Shankaracharya wrote commentary. Gurudev wrote commentary. How will he write? Without mind. In order to become jnani, if he has to destroy his mind, then all those who have mind become ajnanis. Therefore, one should not destroy the mind. Mind need not be destroyed. All our deaths have not destroyed. Even during pralayam, mind has been there. Mind can never be destroyed physically. Also, mind need not be destroyed because everything other than Atma is mithya. A mithya vastu is that it does not really exist. It has got only a seeming existence. Why should I destroy an unreal mind? Why should I destroy an unreal mind? It is like a struggling to destroy the apparent snake upon the rope with a stick. Therefore, other than understanding its unreal nature, no separate sadhana is required to destroy the mind. Understood? Atma Satya Anubodhena. If you want to destroy the mind, you need not attack the mind, but you turn your attention to Atma, the Adhishthanam. Wake up and know the Adhishthanam, the waker, to be out of the dream. So try to know the Atma, Satya Atma. True self is the content or substance of this mithya mind. Anubodhena, knowing with the help of Guru Shastra Upadesha, knowledge does not take place automatically. Closing the eyes will not give you knowledge. Removing the thought will not give you knowledge. Previously disturbed ignorant person, now he is quiet ignorant person. Our Gurudev used to say, he is an agitated idiot, now he is quiet idiot. What is the difference? For Atmajnanam to take place, you have to expose yourself to the teaching. Guru Shastra Upadesha is set here as Anu. After being taught by his Guru, the knowledge cannot be gained through independent study. When Atmajnana takes place, what happens is the ignorant mind is converted into a wise mind, an enlightened mind. And what does this enlightened mind do? It continues to exist, but na sankalpyate. Sankalpayate. It does not perceive a real duality. Sankalpanam means perceiving a real duality is called sankalpanam. It perceives the duality, but the enlightened mind does not see it as real duality. It perceives only a mithya reality. Like our sunrise, the movement belongs to earth, and the perceived sunrise and sunset is mithya. Similarly, you see a blue sky, blue ocean water, experience earth is stationary. But we know the earth is not stationary, experience continue to exist, but we know they are mithya. Mithyadvaitam is as good as no dvaitam. Therefore, manasa na sankalpayate, mind will not see the dvaitam. Amanastam tadayati, such a wise mind is as good as no mind. Because a wise mind is no more a samsara causing mind. So an enlightened mind is a lightened mind. No burden, no skeleton, no more skeleton. The mind is no mind. Graha abhave tadagraham. When the perceived duality is negated, the mind is a non-perceiver mind. Even though he perceives, but he does not see. Pashyannapi na pashyati. Means he does not see any other thing other than himself. Okay. We have a few more verses in this, 33, 34, 35. 36, 37, 38, 39. Oh. Eh? 48 இருக்கா? Oh, okay. So we have enough. Good. We'll stop here today. I have how many classes this month? Thursday. Tuesday there is no class, huh? Oh.
Then we return me in January.
Huh?
January 2nd, 3rd.
Third is Thursday.
January 3rd.
Thursday I'm leaving.
This Thursday?
No.
Next Thursday.
Following Thursday.
Tuesday.
Can you switch?
I'll ask her.
Switch.
Yeah, I'll ask her.
She can take Thursday, I will take Tuesday.
Yes, ma'am.
We finish this one.
Hmm?
We probably can finish the third chapter, right?
Yeah, thinking.
I'll talk.
Yeah. Hope she will agree. If not, tell me.
Not traveling, should we?
Yeah?
Morning was not traveling.
She is not traveling, yes. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om